In a small village near the hills of Judah lived a young boy named Samuel. He was not the strongest among the boys who fetched water from the well, nor the boldest when others argued in the marketplace. But Samuel had something many did not see. He believed that God listened. Samuel lived with his widowed mother, Hannah, and his grandfather, Jesse. Every evening, as the oil lamp flickered, Hannah would say, "Before you sleep, speak to the Lord." And Samuel always did. One year, a long drought struck the land. The streams thinned. The soil cracked. Farmers worried as their crops withered under the scorching sun. Among them was a kind man named Boaz, who owned a small field where Hannah worked to provide for her family. "If the rain does not come," Boaz said one evening, "there will be little harvest this year." Samuel heard the fear in the adults' voices. That night, instead of his usual short prayer, he knelt longer. "Lord," he whispered, "you sent rain in the days of Elijah. You fed people when they were hungry. Please remember our village." Days passed. The sky remained clear. At the village gathering, the elders discussed what to do. Some spoke of traveling to another town. Others spoke of selling what little they had left. Samuel stood quietly beside his mother. Then something stirred in his heart. The next morning, he walked to the edge of Boaz's field. Though the soil was dry, a small patch near a rock still held a little moisture. Samuel began clearing weeds there with his small hands. "What are you doing?" asked Miriam, his friend. "I am preparing the ground," Samuel replied. "For what? There is no rain." Samuel simply said, "God will send it." Miriam shook her head but helped him anyway. They planted a few leftover seeds that Boaz had nearly thrown away. Every day, Samuel returned to that small patch. He prayed. He worked. He waited. One afternoon, dark clouds gathered unexpectedly. Thunder rolled across the hills. Rain poured heavily, so heavily that the villagers ran for shelter. The storm lasted only a short time, but it was enough. Days later, green shoots appeared in Samuel's small patch of soil. While most fields had suffered too much damage, that small section began to grow. Boaz was astonished. "How did you know to plant there?" he asked. Samuel shrugged gently. "I asked God what to do." By harvest time, that small patch produced enough grain to help Hannah's household and even share with neighbors who had lost everything. At the village Thanksgiving, Jesse placed his hand on Samuel's shoulder. "You remind me," he said, "that faith is not about how big you are. It is about how much you trust." Samuel learned something important that year. Prayer did not mean sitting and doing nothing. It meant trusting God enough to act, even when others doubted. And in that village near the hills of Judah, people would one day tell the story of the little boy who prayed and prepared the ground before the rain came.